How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. We are live in Kailua, Kona. That's right, go ahead and take a look behind me. We're over here at Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi. This place, local staple in the community, but head inside with us because a lot of things are happening over here. New innovations, new things on the menu. It's Pauhana time. A lot of people are coming in here for lunch, checking it out. As soon as you walk into the place, obviously there's the merch. How's it, Aloha? A lot of cool local collaborations that take place with the gear too. Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi does a lot of partnerships with other local businesses that are in this Kailua Kona area as well. We're gonna learn much more about it because we're gonna be talking with the VP of Sales and Marketing. Her name is Katie Lefsrud, and she's gonna be telling us about all the happenings that are taking place. Aloha, Katie, how are you?
Aloha. Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you, Katie.
Thanks for coming.
Oh man, this is the ideal way to spend the Aloha Wednesday, I think. So for a long time, people have always referred to this place as Kona Brewing Co., but now it's all about Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi. Let's start there with the name change. What's happening?
Yes, we are Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi. You were exactly right. And that comes with a big change from a company perspective. A lot of people still believe that we are owned and run by a certain mainland organization. But 4 years ago, we actually bought ourselves back, and we are now an independent brewery, an independent business. We are local, and what that means is the decisions that we make on the beers that we brew, and in fact, every beer that we make here just down the street stays here in Hawaii.
I think you need to say that one more time. So every single can of beer that we, that people of age are being able to consume,
Yes,
it's taking place right over here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Every beer that we brew here in Hawaii stays here in Hawaii.
I love that. Okay, Katie, let's expand a little bit more. In addition to the new name change, a new campaign for this place as well.
You are correct.
Let's talk about that.
Yes, yeah. So there's a whole bunch of new players here with Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi, myself included. I just joined, and with that, we're building a whole new campaign to celebrate the fact that we are here and local. So we have a new campaign, and we're calling Born Here, For Here, and that's all about celebrating that we've been around for over 30 years. Like, this brand is iconic, and it is worldwide, but we are born here, and everything that we do here stays here, which we're really proud of. So this new campaign, which you will see out now, does exactly that and celebrates it.
Okay, Born Here, For Here. We got to get that on a T-shirt and some bumper stickers.
You are right, yes.
That's
coming right up.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned, yes.
You mentioned as well a lot going into the offerings with this location, with the pub.
Yes.
This is wildly popular. Table right behind us, been coming here well over 15 years. This is a staple spot. What are some of the new innovations taking place when it comes to the pub?
Yeah, so we're here in Kona, and we have another pub in Oahu, our Hawaii Kai location. There's been a lot of changes that have been happening. A new menu, a few new menu items, a new awning so that people can stay here and not get wet in the rain, which is awesome. We also have had a lot of feedback about the things that we've been bringing in and taking off. So excited to announce now that the pizza rolls, the pep rolls that you've all known and loved, are coming back.
Breaking news over here on High Now. I love those things. I mean, that thing is such man.
They're so good.
With the ranch and the tomatoes, I'm glad those are making a comeback. In addition to that, so we have the new pub offerings as well. We can't come to this place and not talk about some of the brews.
Of course.
The beers.
Yes.
This table's full of them, including some of the really iconic ones and some new members of the Ohana.
Yes, cool. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff. We make great beer. Our beer is world famous, which is awesome, but we haven't made new beer in quite a while. So we've got 2 new beers that we are launching this week. We are so pumped. They are. The first one is called Mahea Haze. It's a hazy IPA. Hazy IPAs are an incredibly popular style, especially among craft beer drinkers. And people who love Kona have been asking for us to brew one for years. So we are finally meeting that need. We're making one, and we just announced it. There's a whole lot behind this beer about what makes it awesome, what makes it different than a lot of other local offerings. But it's really special. We're really proud of it, and really excited to bring it to the world.
All right, we got a hazy IPA and a Pilsner.
You got it, a Peely Pilsner. This Pilsner is incredible. It's a really popular style as well. And it's different because it's a little bit more drinkable. It has a little bit of that lingering bitterness that I'm sure you'll hear from later. That makes it a really sessionable, great beach beer. And we're really excited to bring it to market too.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Again, lots of new innovations taking place over here at Kona Brewing Hawaiʻi. Stay with us because coming up later, we're going to get a chance to sample a few of these.
That's
but right now, we're going to toss things over to Lauren Taruya, also live in Kona.
That's right, Kainoa. I'm having a magical day because I'm here at Malama Mushrooms out here in Kona with founder and fungi, Ben Lillybridge. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thanks for being here.
Okay, so we're here at your headquarters, and as we can see around here, I know most people are wondering, what kind of mushrooms are we talking today?
Yeah, we get that a lot. People think, are these magic mushrooms? Well, we're of the opinion that all mushrooms are magic.
Makes sense.
But some are more specifically used in traditional cultural medicinal regimens. So, you know, there's more beyond the common shiitake or portobello used in culinary dishes. There's this whole world of medicinal mushrooms that actually has hundreds of scientific studies showing their efficacy, as well as thousands of years of cultural use. So that's kind of where we lean into for our offering.
And your base, I know you have a lot of lion's mane. I'd love to learn more about that functionality. But before we get started, Malama Mushrooms, you know, what's this company all about?
Yeah, I mean, Malama is the word for protect, preserve, and nurture in Hawaii, and that's what we're trying to do with the use of mushrooms that have been shown to do that to humans all around the world.
And you have multiple different products. So do you mind walking me through what we have here? And then, of course, we'll work our way onto what's on these shelves.
Absolutely. So I kind of started today with just the lion's mane. This is definitely the most popular superfood functional mushroom right now, and partly it's because of its benefits showing that it helps with brain function and cognition.
It looks like it.
And it almost looks like a brain too, which is, you know, maybe nature's way of pointing to its use. But what's unique about this functional mushroom is most functional mushrooms and medicinal mushrooms are hard and woody and don't taste good, but lion's mane is actually a delicious culinary mushroom that I happen to have cooked up for you guys.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do here.
I won't.
Incredible.
It's incredible, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so tasty. What'd you do to that?
So that was just a basic, start with the dry saute, threw in some salt and avocado oil, and that was pretty much it, just brown on each side.
It's
Super
very
simple.
substantial. It's
Yeah.
delicious, and it's got like a lot of fun texture there too.
Yeah, it's super popular right now. It's hard to keep it in stock, but luckily when there's an excess, we're able to dehydrate and extract and convert into our value-added products.
Awesome.
So we have like a lion's mane mushroom hot cocoa, just launched a
There.
lion's mane matcha, and
Nice.
just pure mushroom powder extracts, coffees, pretty much how, the whole idea is like the easier we can get these into people's routine where they don't have to actually change anything in their daily routine, that's a win.
Yes.
So they're just still making their coffee, they're still making their smoothie, but they just have a product that also has those functional mushrooms in it.
Yeah, that is such a smart way to do it because I know all of us, we're trying to get better, we're trying to be better, we're trying to get smarter, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's tough out here.
So you're making it a lot easier for people to use your products, which I think is so smart and awesome for, of course, our local economy as well.
Exactly, yeah, and we're trying to make it easier, and luckily we've received support in, you know, because we've been in such a small area in our production facility that luckily we've got some support lately that I know we're going to talk about for our expansion.
Well, let's talk about that right now.
Okay.
So we are in your larger warehouse space, which is actually right next door to your smaller warehouse space, and this is all because of the CDFI High Cap Loan Program, which is a collaboration between the Hawaiʻi Green Infrastructure Authority as well as Feed the Hunger. And we're actually going to talk to them a little bit later. But, you know, what's the space been like to be in? I know you're still working through the bones here.
Yeah, we literally just are starting the move-in process and the move-out process. You can see we're putting up this wall right now and going to be drywalling it tomorrow. So
Wow.
yeah, we're expanding. I mean, it's always exciting. It's scary, but that's the business, or that's the small business journey. You know?
Absolutely. Well, Ben, congratulations. We are going to speak with our friends at Feed the Hunger when we come back, but make sure you guys stay with us because we're also going to talk more mushrooms when we come back. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We'll be
Thanks,
right back, guys. Look at these mushrooms. I'm going to go in for a second because,
Please
guys,
do.
they're so good.
Please.
They're
how's it, aloha gang? Welcome back to High Now Daily. A big-time national campaign has taken place with Coca-Cola, and a lot of what went into it is going to impact local consumers here in Hawaii, involving one of the things so precious to us, our names. We had a chance to talk with Joe Carter. Take a look. Hey, how's it, aloha gang? We're back over here in the studio hanging out with Joe Carter. He is the Vice President and General Manager of Coca-Cola Bottling of Hawaii, the Odom Corporation. Joe, welcome into the show.
Good to see you, Kainoa.
Very excited to have you here.
I'm stoked to be in the studio. It's amazing.
It's good times. Now, Joe, I want you to tell everybody out there as well a little bit about the Odom Corporation, what you folks do, been around for a long time supporting the local community.
Yeah, so the Odom Corporation's been around since 1934. Bought the distribution rights to Coca-Cola for $1 in Alaska in 1937.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. In the last 9 years, the Odom Corporation has the rights to Coca-Cola in Hawaii. So we're distributing, manufacturing, warehousing, merchandising, sales, cooler service, you name it, we do it across all the islands. And we work closely with our partners in Maui. They're an independent bottler as well, Maui Soda, the Noriega family. So it's a great thing, and we donate a lot back in the communities we serve. That's one of our top 3 pillars, and we're excited to launch Share a Coke in this new campaign.
All right, now with this new campaign, that's what we're doing. We're sharing a Coca-Cola with Aloha, but this Share a Coke campaign over here in Hawaii, it launched today. And it's big time because we're celebrating, you know, what's such an important facet of life here in Hawaii, which is names.
Yeah, local names. 2011, the first campaign launched in Australia. And in 2014, Coca-Cola decided it worked so well, we're going to launch it in the United States. So they launched it in the United States, and we did extremely well in Hawaii with it.
So it happens first in Australia, then to the United States. And how many names total are part of the kind of indoctrination for the Share a Coke campaign?
The 1,000 most common names in the United States was what drove the campaign for the names. And so all those names came out here in 2014. We had dump-ins, we had shippers all over the market, and throughout the store we had kids jumping in bins looking for their names. It was a great time in 2014. So excited to launch it this year. Now we have local names. So the 1,000 names, out of those 1,000 names, 10% of them are local.
That is so cool. So how did this all come about, especially when you're taking like a brand so iconic as the Coca-Cola brand, and now being able to have our local Hawaiian names featured on the bottle? That's pretty cool.
It is. So in 2021, the Odom Corporation won the Super Bowl championship, if you will, for the country when it comes to Coca-Cola bottlers. They call it the Market Street Challenge. And one question was asked back to us, what would you want to do to go out and execute in the market? We knew that Share a Coke was coming back. We really pushed hard for local names, common local names, and the Coca-Cola company approved it.
Very cool. So again, for the Share a Coke campaign, you're going to go out there. You got to find your name. We got to shout out some of the bottles we got over here on the table. So these are these are the very popular boys Hawaiian names that are going to be part of the campaign. Makoa, Kioni, Kavika, Kaimana, Kamalani, Nainoa, oh, dangerously close to mine, and then Kainalu. And then up over here, very popular names as well for the Wahine, Tehani, Anela, Kamale, Layla, Tiare. Now I'm curious as well, Joe, behind this campaign, what is it kind of all about as well? Because really this kind of offers you not just a personalization, but really a great memory when you get that sip.
It's an experience, right? You see this iconic brand that's been around since 1886, and then you're walking into a store and you see your name on that iconic bottle. And so it's the experience, right? You grab your name and keep it, because you're not going to find the local name in Florida. You're not going to find it in California. You're not going to find it anywhere in the U.S. These are really strictly just 100% to Hawaii.
And with that being said, I found my favorite one so far. I know I made the list. What? This is, oh, listen, that's what you want to hear. The crisp right there. Now, in addition to just the complete satisfaction of the Coca-Cola and getting a chance to see your name, if they spin it around, there's a QR code located on there as well. So what are people being asked to do with that?
Yeah, so once you find your name or you find your friend or relative's name, you're just going to go ahead and grab this bottle. You're going to scan it with your phone. It'll take you to a platform to where you're going to be able to upload pictures of enjoyable moments with you and your family. They have some great different backgrounds on that platform. It makes it fun. It's a fun thing. And want to make sure whenever time anybody purchases a bottle, please, it's 100% recyclable. Take it back, redeem it, give it back.
Now, what do people do if they're out there, they're on the hunt for these Coca-Cola bottles with their name, but they can't find it? What options do they have?
So the option you do have is you can go to shareacoke.com. You can put your name customized on a Coke Zero or Diet, and it'll come to you in a glass bottle, an 8-ounce glass bottle. So a little bit of different experience you're not gonna find in the store, but the Coca-Cola company will actually put your name on an 8-ounce glass bottle and send it right to your house.
That is so cool, man. Hey, well, Joe, thank you so much for coming in. Hey, if you're curious or whether or not your name is on the list, they can head to the
Even
website.
Joe Carter's on there.
He
Let's
got first
go.
and last. You're watching High Now Daily. Come on back. Cheers.
Cheers.
The YWCA Oahu has acted as a pillar of inspiration and hope to women for 125 years. And today we are honoring Christy Inkanen Yanagihara of Remedy Intelligent Staffing.
I grew up in Honolulu, Hawaii. Went to Punahou School since kindergarten all the way through. So I was a 13-year club. And went to Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles for undergraduate. After I graduated college, of course, I had no idea what I was going to be. I actually studied marketing and communications and really was interested in working in a PR firm. Kathy, my mom, had her own business, an executive search firm. But prior to her opening that business, I had no idea what staffing or employment agencies or search firms really did. Moving back home, I thought, shall I work for Kathy and maybe work as a mother-daughter team? We were like best friends, but I don't know if I could work with her directly. So we thought about having a business that would complement her. And so I started Remedy Intelligent Staffing. We still call ourselves sister companies and work very collaboratively with each other. So I do entry-level to mid-management, and then her business, Inkanen Associates, took over from there. I'm an only child with a single mom. So it's just her and I growing up. And she was a wonderful role model to me, and I feel very blessed to have her.
Growing up, she was a very independent child, being the only child, and not the ideal for a parent, not obedient, never really listening, very independent. But as she grew older, I think that trait has served her well. Now, Christy is amazingly multitask, but also very kind and is always thinking about people, whether it be her family, her friends, her employees, and the community at large. And she has a real passion for the YWCA. She not only gives her time and resources to the YWCA, but she also has taken a leadership role along the way. She does it from her heart. She wants to give back, and she does it very sincerely.
Learning from my mom, Kathy did a lot of community service and engagement in the community on boards. And just watching her, as a leader or my mentor, I was always really interested in giving back to my community. In fact, I did serve as the chair of the Leader Luncheon with Kathy, co-chairing with her. So it's sort of full circle, I think this organization is very special to me, and I'm very honored and privileged to be a Leader Luncheon honoree this year. I'd like to share, this picture that sits here next to me in my office. Kepola Didwa, who, if anybody has visited the YWCA's lobby, she has many of her great artwork featured on their wall in the lobby, and she had made this for me, and it's a quilling. The phrase may be common to most, but it's empowered women empower women. And I feel that just embodies the YWCA and its mission. And it signifies women uplifting each other, motivating and empowering each other, and creating sort of a community for one another. And I think that is what the YWCA does here for our community. And throughout all of its programs and all of the women that they have served.
We are both proud to be part of this organization that has helped women all these years and will continue to help more women, including, our grandkids, my grandchildren. Christy had her first swimming lesson at the Y and spent many Easters or vacations because I work downtown. And the Y's been good to us, and we really would like to return that, and we are very passionate about the YWCA. Christy, I really would like to congratulate you. This is really an honor for you. It was for me several years ago, but I think you're a better honoree than Mom. And I am so proud of you. And I would like to thank everyone at the YWCA that have made this possible.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We are in the warehouse space now, the packing room, and this is actually Malama Mushroom's former warehouse space where they'll be transitioning into the space that we were just in. But here I have Lama Chang, who is the loan officer with Feed the Hunger, an incredible nonprofit. We're going to talk about your role in Malama Mushroom's growth. So first of all, Lama, thank you so much for being here. And for anyone who is unfamiliar with Feed the Hunger, do you mind just talking about what you do here in Hawaii?
Sure. So Feed the Hunger Fund is a nonprofit community development financial institution, most commonly known as CDFI. And basically what we do is we provide capital to low-income household or small business owners and give them the business support so that they can get the capital to expand, just like how Malama Mushrooms has.
Awesome. And I know that this is in partnership with the HGIA, or Hawaii Green Infrastructure Authorities, and this is their high cap CDFI loan program, like you mentioned. Do you mind just sharing, like, what does that partnership look like, and how does it really work in like the real world?
Sure, yeah. So we really pride ourselves in creating partnerships with HGIA and providing that capital support for our small business owners. And we will put in half and they will put in the other half so that we can get them the loan that they really need. And we can share that responsibility and really help grow the economic support throughout the state of Hawaii.
That is so important. And I know that for some people this might be like a lot of information. So you work directly with Ben here at Malama Mushroom. Do you mind just sharing, what that really looks like?
Sure, yes. So eligibility to become a loan borrower is to be low income, have a small business, and also we partner with HGIA to help create those bridges on the loan capital. And so the loans that we help provide will get them the working capital that they need, the equipment that they need, renovations, expansions, or even helping with a little bit of debt consolidation. So we really just try to help provide the support that the small business needs in means of a fund or a loan fund.
Yeah, it sounds like you go a lot further than a traditional space of borrowing money.
Yeah, so we try to provide one-on-one support, mentorship, financial literacy, help them with building their credit, really building a relationship with our borrowers. We provide cohorts, so we have a couple of cohorts that ran in the past, and one that is currently going to be closing out is called the Ohe cohort. And right now we're just focusing on our farmers, but we provide financial literacy in helping them understand how to pull, their financial statements so that they are loan ready, so they can get a loan with us and partner with HGIA in their Hawaiʻi CAP program.
That's incredible. And Lama, as we're talking about what you do on the grounds every single day, how is that goal really feeding Hawaii's economic future?
Sure. So, with loan support to small businesses, we help with, their ability to hire more people, to expand their business so that they have more collateral and more capital for their business. We really try to mentor them and making sure that they become feedback into, that's where we get our name, feedback into the equity and health of Hawaii through food and our farming and agriculture industry.
That's incredible. Lama, thank you so much for everything that you do. And if any business wants to get more information or wants to be a part of this high cap loan program, where should they go?
Okay, so best place to get us is at feed-hunger.com.
Okay, feed-hunger.com. All right, Lama, thank you so much for all the information. Of course, you guys can go to our website to get all that information, but don't go anywhere because when we go back, we're going to actually get a sneak peek of the production packing room. So more mushrooms to come, Lama. It's going to be great. All right, you're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We are live over here in Kailua, Kona, enjoying a beautiful day at Kona Brewing, Hawaii. Now, joining us right now is Jack Albanese. He's the VP of Operations over here at Kona Brewing, Hawaii. And part of that operation is making some of this delicious beer, bro.
Yes.
Welcome into the show.
Thank you.
You gotta have a fun job back there, man.
I've got a great job. I can't complain at all. Get to make beer for a living. What's not to like about that? It's awesome from a concept to a consumer standpoint to think of a product, to bring it to life, and to have it here to serve the people at the pub.
Very cool. Okay, so operationally, what kind of goes into the day-to-day to make these beers come to life, man?
Yeah, we've got a great staff in the back of the house. We've got about 30 men and women who we employ, anywhere from packaging, brewing, quality, maintenance. Everyone plays a hand in bringing these beers to life. We brew every day right down the street at our brewery here in Kona, and we get to package it. We bring it right here to drink it. Like, what could be wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing. Earlier, we had a chance to speak with Katie about some of the new innovations taking place, new offerings, including these two right here, these new beers, man. Tell us about them.
Yeah, I'm really excited about these two beers. These two beers specifically were a big team effort by our entire brew staff. We tried to think about what are the types of beers we like to drink as brewers, and Pilsner and Hazy IPA were the two styles we really thought about.
Let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it. Let's crack
so what's
it
the first? This is the Pili
First is the Pili Pilsner.
Okay.
So this is about 5.2% ABV.
What's the best way? Little tilt of the glass?
Little tilt of the glass, pour it down.
All right, we're getting some liquid, and that's what you like to see out of the Pilsner, yeah?
Definitely.
Super gold color.
Super gold color. So Pilsner malt historically toasted a little bit more, so you get some nice color out of it. Really biscuity, really flavorful, a little bit different than maybe the longboard that you're used to.
Right.
But this is a great old world style of beer. This is sort of the Czech style Pilsner that we brewed here. Saz hops, really tasty. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. This is the Pili Pilsner, brand new. Oh man, crisp.
Crisp, pairs well with things like fish, especially because you get a nice cleanness to it. Not really heavy on your tongue.
Oh my
Keeps you coming
gosh.
back for more, drinking more, right? It's hard to just put it down.
That would be, yeah, I was just thinking that. Barbecues, watching sporting events, bro, this is a good one.
Yes.
And then the hazy.
Yeah,
let's
the
get
hazy.
into this.
I'm really excited about the hazy. I love this style of beer. This is a 6% ABV, but really what we try to do with this brew is try to take away as much of the bitterness as possible that you get out of most IPAs nowadays. We try to make an IPA for every day, right? So this one is really juicy, citrusy, tropical. So we use some mainland hops from California, Oregon, but also then we use some South Pacific hops from Australia to really bring it all together, full circle.
Absolutely, and you can kind of see the distinction even just in placing them on the table, yeah, with the colors. Pilsner versus the hazy.
Yeah, so the hazy.
Is that a lighter color too for
It's
the
a
hazy?
lighter color, so we use some wheat in there as well as some two-row malt and some rolled oats. That also gives it like body and mouthfeel, so it's kind of, call it Mahea Haze, it's also kind of pillowy, cloudy on your tongue. It's kind of nice, it's got a great mouthfeel, great flavor to it. We should taste it right now. Right?
Yeah, I love it. Cheers, brother. All right, let me just say this. I'm not a huge IPA guy, but dang, I could do that. Only because I feel like some IPAs can get heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, right, like heavy on the tongue, heavy mouth. This is so light,
This is why I said an IPA for every day,
Holy
right? Like we
smokes.
try to round out this portfolio. A hazy IPA is something we haven't had. So bringing this flavor, this juicy type of beer to our portfolio, I'm really excited about it.
And now, speaking of the public, the community is going to get a chance to sample some of this. We got a Pa'ina going down over here at Kona Brewing Hawaii, right?
Yes.
What's happening Friday?
So Friday at our pub here in Kona, also in Hawaii Kai, we're having a release party for launching both of these beers. That's the first time you're going to be able to taste them as a consumer. Actually, you're probably the first person other than like us to taste these beers. So,
What?
yeah.
High
you
Now
did it.
exclusives today, man. And I do gotta say, they're fantastic, man. This is everything you want out of the Pilsner too. It's light, it's crisp, it's fresh. As I said, for someone who's not crazy about IPAs, I'm already hanahoing right now. So
there we go.
Those are good signs, bro. Friday, what time does the party start, bro?
I believe we got one at 8:30 here in Kona, and then one in Hawaii Kai as well at our pub location. I think it's at 6 o'clock at Hawaii Kai.
Okay, very excited, man. So make sure you guys come on down here and check it out. The Pili Pilsner, the release of the Mahea Haze Hazy IPA. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We're gonna have much more coming up live from Kailua, Kona here at Kona Brewing, Hawaii. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jack. Thank you, man. Great job. Cheers, gang. Congratulations.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're still here at Malama Mushroom, but we're in a different room. Ben, do you mind telling me where are we?
So this is our original packaging facility after I moved out of my apartment. But this is our first official packaging facility where all the magic happens from what goes directly to our customers.
Awesome. So we have some product here and a little trial, right?
Yeah, made you some lion's mane hot cocoa to
Thank
try.
you.
Yeah,
cheers. Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah. So this is organic lion's mane mixed with cacao and a little bit of cinnamon, so it's unsweetened. People like to add their favorite sweetener, a little creamer if you want, and most people mix it directly into their coffee, or they actually drink it instead of coffee as like a replacement, because it also has like an energizing, brain boosting benefit.
I really love this. I have to say that sometimes with these like powders and supplements, there can be a little bit like chalky taste to it,
Totally.
but it's really smooth and it tastes delicious, and I love the fact that you can add or leave out the sweetener part.
Exactly, yeah, it dissolves really well and it's really delicious by itself, but yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to see your expansion happen. I also want to talk a little bit about the other projects that you have going on. So we have this book right here, and it sounds like you're really starting to insert yourself into Hawaii's research.
Yeah, so I mean, long story short, I'd like to kind of set this story with, you know, we only know 7% of the entire fungus in the world, so that means there's 93% left of mushrooms, or of fungi that left to be discovered, and mushrooms is a subset of fungi. And Hawaii actually has almost 160 native mushrooms that grow here, but most of which have yet to be fully described by science or even given a proper name, at least that we know of today. So this is the Mushrooms of Hawaii Field Guide that was written and published in 2005 by Dennis Desjardins and Don Hems. But since the publication, there's so many new mushrooms that have started growing here that are potentially introduced, but also there's still a couple hundred native ones that don't have names yet. So we co-founded the Hawaii Fungi Project, which is dedicated to educating and harnessing the community to try to, you know, find these mushrooms, give them names, bring them to the community. And we've done a collaboration with your alma mater, Iolani.
There we go. No ka oi, baby.
They have the INA Informatics program, which is an awesome genomics lab where we're actually testing the kids that are outreaching to other schools, not just at Iolani, testing mushrooms for genetics and learning their true identity.
Wow,
really cool.
Ben,
Yeah.
I am so impressed. Not only are you in the product value added space, but you're also contributing to science and research.
Trying, yeah.
That
We're
is
trying.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone who wants to support your business, which I hope is everyone, right? Where do they support you? Because of course you have, you know, the tinctures and the powders, but also physical mushrooms.
Right. So
Lots.
physical mushrooms, if you're on Oahu, FarmLink's a great resource to order our fresh lion's mane. And then, you know, Foodland carries our cacao mixes. Down to Earth carries most of these powder products. Obviously, we have this large product offering. The best place to just get everything you want is on our website, with the exception of the fresh lion's mane, which can only get through FarmLink on Oahu. Yeah.
All right. Well, Ben, thank you so much for allowing us to be in your space, especially as you transition. And of course, it was really great to be able to talk to your friends with Feed the Hunger, as well as, you know, how you're really growing using the high cap CDFI loan program.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for featuring us.
All right. Well, make sure to check out Malama Mushroom. Get all the mushrooms in your system because they're so good for you. You're going to be healthy and strong. I already feel smarter, guys. I feel it working right now. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We're still going to be live from Kona tomorrow, so make sure you tune in, and we'll be right back.
Much love.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We are back here live in Kailua, Kona at Kona Brewing Hawaii. Talking story right now with Jeff Silva. This is the owner of Ula Ula Fish Company, brand ambassador for Kona Brewing Hawaii. Welcome in, brah.
Mahalo for having us.
Mahalo nui for being here, brah. So all day we've been talking about some of the new innovations taking place over here. But this collaboration with you guys is something that goes back some time, brah. How did the collaboration start with you and Kona Brewing Hawaii, and then being, born and bred Kona boy?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I'm born and raised from Hawaii. My journey goes all the way back to 2004. Believe it or not, I was Kona Brew's first ambassador, and I helped actually not just get a lot of these beers off the ground.
Look at what the word ambassador means now, yeah?
It is such a broad name, my man. But back then, it was kind of just a lot more of experimenting, getting this thing, and I was just right place, right time. Got to get these beers back into the States. Take Kona with me back to, all over the country, and it was really special. Longboard, I hold a place in my heart. That was kind of where we first started. Jumped into the big wave, and just from there, Kona just blew up. So being from a small place like this, but really having a place to kind of call home, not just Kona. This place is really kind of just, yeah, man. It just really kept the light on for me for the last 20 years. That's how long I've been with this company.
Right on, bro. And in addition to the much support that goes back both ways, they utilize a lot of your product with what you do on the Ula Ula Fish Company side, yeah?
Yeah, so, as you mentioned, not only I got involved with these guys surfing back in the early 2000s, but back in 2010, I started my own fish company. My father was a fisherman. I was born and raised in the Middle East, so that really that's what I really wanted to get back to. At heart, I've always been a Levi'ite. I've always been a fisherman.
Right on.
So, when I kind of got back into this scene around in 2010, I kind of realized, you know what? Not a lot had changed. So I wanted to really kind of help change the game over here for people in Kona. So what we did was I started my own little sustainable fishing company. I was able to partner with Kona Brew. We started slow. In time, we kind of grew into what it is today, almost a 20-year relationship. I've been selling fish to these guys for almost 16 years.
Right on,
we got 7 different fish options on the menu, including a couple that are in front. We got the seared right here. I know you're not even going to share with me. I'm not even going to try to jump in.
I'm going to be honest with you. So the seared ahi, and then go ahead and take a look at the color on that bad boy. This has been on the menu for a bit. Huh?
It has. And I'm really proud to work with these guys, mainly because, the biggest thing in Hawaii now is...
Oh, bro, don't even need to show you on that.
No way.
Don't even need.
No way. It's for me, I love it because we're able to put a face with the company. So when people come in here and they enjoy themselves, local fish is something that's really far-fetched now. So for Kona Brew and myself, we're really able to narrow it down to where not only do we know where our fish comes from, we put a story with it. With all the beer options that these guys have, they really get behind their product. I'm just blessed that I get to call this place a partner of mine. And at the end of the day, we get to do beer pairings. And, these guys are always coming out with exciting new innovative ways, new beers popping out. I mean, I got a name, man. Yeah, make my life easy.
Now, in addition to the ahi that's available over here, they also got the poke style too. Yeah, that's another one you've been supplying.
That's our shoyu poke right here. Yeah, so we do tacos, we have sandwiches, we have a tartare, we have a seared. We really try to make it as palate friendly and open to everybody. Ula Ula for me, we go with ahi because out here sustainably we're able to catch ahi year round.
Yeah.
But for a lot of other fish, it's seasonal. So for us, I feel ahi for tuna, it's the most palate friendly. Meaning with that specific fish, we can do anything and everything with it. You can sashimi it, you can cook it, you can do whatever you want. So it's a fish that's ready. It's ready, available for us to catch out here, 365 days out of the year, 7 days a week. It's in here, man.
Right on. Hey, Jeff, mahalo nui for the time. Again, this is Jeff Silva. Make sure you check him out. I mean, this is the true idea when we're talking about supporting local. This is the full circle that you see right here. Local collaborations, local grinds on the menu. We're going to stay over here in Kona now and toss it to a story we did featuring the Matsuyama Ohana. Take a look. Mahalo, bro. How's it, aloha gang? Today on High Now, we're on Hawaiʻi Island, and we're at the newest location for Matsuyama Food and Fuel. But at the heart of this place and this story is family. With the opening of their third family-run store in Kona, the Matsuyama name has become a staple in the Kona community. Their newest venture, the culmination of a dream started by Burke Matsuyama's father many years ago.
Started with my dad, Hiroshi. He always had the dream of starting a store in Kona. He wanted to create for his family that type of opportunity.
While Burke is a fixture around the store's day-to-day operations at Matsuyama Food and Fuel is handled by his 4 sons, each bringing a unique skill set to the family business.
They all wanted to come back. As my dad told me, if they're smart, they would come back to this family business. Alex was at UH and he learned the sushi business. And that's why he came back and established that division within the enterprise.
What is the approach to the grinds over here? Because this is not a typical grab and go situation. The food here looks serious.
We want to give our customers and the community a really good experience, so we try and produce a wide variety of food that we make fresh in-house. So we have poke. We're also very known and famous for our musubis that we have, and also the bentos and plate lunches. So we just want to have a wide variety of grab-and-go food. One of our most popular poke, which is the spicy avocado, and this one is the shoyu ahi poke, and then the spicy ahi. So my brother Chad and Jason, they started this pizza company, Papa San Pizza, created this setup, and now we have fresh pizzas to grab and go.
Nice. Okay, and then let's talk about some of these family recipes. I mean, these are recipes passed down in your family since the very beginning.
I would say what the most famous family recipe that we have is with our musubi. We have our secret family recipe for the egg. It's like a sweet egg, and we sell about 800 musubis total within the 3 stores, probably around 500 musubis a day here at this location alone. Because we wanted to try also highlight the other businesses that are located here in the park. So this is Kona Kampachi collar, and it comes from Blue Ocean Maritime. We all want to try and work together here in the park and kind of support one another, share that with other businesses here as well.
All right, we just met Alex. Now it's time to meet the twins. For Chad and Jason, the pair have looked at solutions to further sustainability efforts.
We also wanted to try something different at this location for energy savings and new technologies. One thing that's offered at Know-How, this business park, is cold water cooling. They basically pump water deep from the underground, from under the sea, to this location at 56 degrees, and it gets cycled through a closed loop system, and then that in turn cools down the air that you're feeling right now in the store. Also, when we decided to do it at this location, we thought it was a no-brainer. They said you would see a typical 80 to 90% savings in energy costs.
Texaco has been an amazing partner. They're one of the main reasons why we're able to build this location. From early on, they've been really cooperative with the design and support for the gas station side. We've been kind of expanding, and we wanted to focus more on some of the gas elements as well.
Ross, after lunchtime, after everyone grabs the poke bowl, the musubi, the grab and go, and they got to fuel up, this is where they come in. You guys got a lot of options now.
Yeah, we have all gasoline grade options available, and one of the difference between us and other gas stations is we have all grades at each and every single pump available. So it's easy wherever, if you get a big diesel truck or anything, you can go to any pump that you need to, and it's available ready for you. All our gas has Techron, a fuel additive that helps your engine stay cleaner and run better. Ethanol-free is a lot for like landscapers and you need that kind of grade for the gas, the equipment, and then also for boats.
Ross, let's talk Texaco rewards, because people can save if they have the Texaco app, right?
So if you download the Texaco app, you can save up to 50 cents a gallon, and with the Safeway rewards also, you can save up to 20 cents a gallon. So combined, you can make up to 70 cents.
One of the unique things about this specific location as well is the ability to charge the EVs.
Yeah. So same thing with going back is we tried to make this more of a sustainable gas station. That's why we got EV on top of the roof, and then we also have EV stations readily available for EV cars as well.
All the boys got to put in their own specific skills into this store. Every day I wake up, I realize how blessed I am. My children now can participate with me in the business, and I really want to thank the community for allowing that to happen, because without their patronage, we cannot sustain our family operation.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Wrapping up the show from Kailua Kona here at Kona Brewing, Hawaii. What a wonderful day we had. We had an opportunity to learn so much about the new innovations that are taking place over here on Hawaiʻi Island. One of the big initiatives, as we've talked about all show long, is going to be the release of these, the two brand new beers that are on the menu, called the Mahea Hazy IPA and the Pili Pilsner. Now again, Kona Brewing Hawaii also going to have some big launch parties that are taking place here in Hawaii, on Hawaiʻi Island and back home on Oahu as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you folks tomorrow at 3 p.m. Cheers.